do it. Next thing I know, the next voice I hear is the sales lady saying, "Will you take it off your head and stop playing pirate?" Telling you. So my wife said to me the other day, she says, "How come you don't kiss me on the cheek every night?" And I said, "I do." I said, "I kiss you on both your ass cheeks every day." But I don't know. So what else do I got for you? So, let me just tell you the story of, let's see. Trying to think of a good one for you guys. She's got it awful quiet. All right, let's tell you this one. I had this Christmas tree problem. Let me tell you. First Christmas tree we got, it was a live one. So I got it in the stand. It was great. My wife works 2 jobs. That's when she was young. Now she's down to 1. I don't know, I can't get her to cut the grass. Can't get her to work a second job. I don't know. But anyway, she says to me, "Jim, can you take the tree down?" So I said, "Sure. Who can't take a tree down? Take a tree, bring it outside." This guy got the tree. I'm wrestling this fucking Christmas tree off the stand. Finally got the thing off. Pine needles all over the place. Guys ever have that happen for you, a live Christmas tree? Yeah, well, my story gets better from there. Break up the vacuum cleaner. Said, "I gotta clean this up, boys, because I'll be home in a half hour." Start vacuuming. Vacuum cleaner's clogged. Being the smart guy that I am, I take the beater bar and I whip it right up in the air, and all of a sudden it starts raining freaking pine needles everywhere. And then, so I finally get them all cleaned up before my wife gets home. And my brother was helping me. Big mistake that was, too. As soon as she walked in the door, he stands there, he's laughing hysterically. She goes, "What's so funny?" So he proceeds to tell the whole story of the effing Christmas tree. And that was the last effing Christmas tree we had in the house that was alive. So she was pissed. I said, "But I cleaned up." Well, she reached into the coat that she was wearing while she was at work. And from the pocket, she pulled out a pocket of pine needles. Those fucking pine needles went every place in that fucking house, and even her goddamn coat that was 30 miles away at work. I'm telling you. So, any of you guys have kids? Who's got kids? Yeah. I got grandkids. Let me tell you. My daughter was telling me, and my mother, she said, "The first grandchild, I ate really healthy. Second one, not so bad. Third one, I was eating ice cream, all the wrong stuff, shouldn't have been doing." My mother said, "That's nothing." She goes, "When I was pregnant with your father, I was out at the bars every night, drinking and smoking." I said to my daughter, says, "Well, that tells a lot about him." I said, "But that really lit something in my head." So I was bellying up to the bar before I was even out of the womb. This is unbelievable. Tell me, she tells me these stories all the time. But, so, anybody have an awkward conversation with an elderly person? Yeah. I'm telling you, I had mine the other day. Let me tell you. I go and I get in the elevator. Little white-haired old lady, innocent looking, sweet. And I said, "Going down?" You know what she said to me? "I used to."
Yes.
What the hell do you say to that? You know what I said? "Mom, you told me the story the last time we got in the elevator, and you keep telling me every time we get in, you gotta stop." Let me just tell you, she loves that joke. I hear about it for the next 30 minutes on the ride home, and then she forgets all about it, because she comes to my next show, and I tell the same joke, and there we go, full circle. I hear the same thing over and over. "Jimmy, you gotta stop telling stories." I'm like, "Mom, they're all true. I can't help it." So I work in a bank. I'm a teller. And I got people that come out and they want to take some money out. I said, "Okay, how do you want it?" And they said, "I want big bills." I start handing them my electric bill, my gas bill, and they get all upset. I don't understand. That's what you asked for. But, let me just tell you this one last thing before I go. Story about customer service. Again, I spent 32 years working retail where a customer's always right. Had this customer come up to me, started talking really nice. Then all of a sudden, she says to me, "Are you married?" So what am I gonna say to that? Customer's always right. So I said, "Sorry to say, I'm married. Trying to be nice. Don't want to go out in the parking lot and get stabbed. Don't want to be murdered right here in the store." And then I said, "This is gonna be great. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna tell my wife. She's gonna be so jealous. This is gonna be awesome." I go home and I tell the story to my wife. And I tell her, I said, "Hun, this lady was hitting on me at work." I said, "Sorry to say that I'm married." You know what she focused on? That whole story? "Sorry to say." She said, "It's going to say sorry to say on your tombstone." I'm telling you, that's unbelievable. So we all set up here? All right, very good. I'm going to hand it back over to your host. Thank you for being here.